Reno, Nevada. Jim, you're on the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Michael, you are so right on the nose right now. The violence and the antidepressants are a great combination. But, you know, you are so on the nose that I'm a Democrat leaning very libertarian. But you could run on the platform you're running on now, and I don't think you're correct in one assumption you're making, that there's no way that this could be a cause that people could get behind, because the pharmaceuticals are leading us so down the wrong path. It's not
absolutely.
Even funny.
They've made the pharmaceuticals the answer to every one of life's vicissitudes. What was normal in the human condition has now turned into some illness, so they can make a drug for it. And look at the effect on the children. Look, I've covered this since 1982 when I wrote Healing Children Naturally, because I saw what it was doing to kids, because I don't want to go into the personal reasons. Those who've read my books know what that's all about. But the fact is, drugs are so dangerous for the developing mind. And to see children being misdiagnosed by the psychiatric profession and the educational establishment and put on drugs at age 1 and 2 and then wonder why they wind up crazy is a mystery to me in a certain way, how they get away with it. Because the parents have to stand up to them and say, no, over my dead body you're going to put him on a drug. You're not doing it. You have a power. You have power. They're your children. They're not owned by the school nor the state. You can say, no, there's nothing wrong with my child. There's something wrong with you. You're crazy altogether. You belong in a nut house. You can threaten them. Look, I give you a whole lesson on this. I raised children. And anytime anybody would try to come up with this nonsense, Ritalin, ADD, you know what I said to him? Are you a licensed doctor? I'd say to school people, no. I said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll sue you for practicing medicine without a license. You know what? That put a real crimp into their style. Half of them probably now work for Sibelius and HHS, where they're above the law, if you know what I'm saying. Look, there's no laughing matter here. We all know that. And there's no way to come out of this without saying, you know, did you say the right thing? Did you do the right thing? I did. I feel I said the right things tonight. I said that we can expand who cannot have a gun in America. Yes, we need some additions to the list of who cannot have a gun in America, and that would be people on antidepressants. I have said, should the number of guns per person be limited? We haven't answered that question. What does a person need 50 guns in their house for? I mean, for home defense, hunting, you're going to hunt with 50 guns? So you say, well, what difference does that make? Well, the kid got the guns from the mom. What was she doing with the guns? Should we ban violent films and violent video games? You betcha. But do you think you're going to rein in Katzenberg, Matzenberg, and Spielberg? Are you kidding me? They own the country. You're going to rein them in when their entire stock and trade is violence and pornography of one kind or another? You're going to see censorship, self-censorship ever prevail in the sewer pipe of Hollywood? Never. Instead, you're going to hear guns, Second Amendment, time to rein it in, too much gun violence, the typical knee-jerk reaction. You're not going to hear one word about censorship of the violence in Hollywood or the video games. But you should. It's the Savage Nation. We have another hour coming up here on the program across America. And there's no final words I can give you. None whatsoever.
Many people have died. The answer, my friends, is blowing in the